Yeah, man. Yep. When I'm out here, man, I think about my childhood. I think about a lot. Hey, man, when I was I remember when I was like in the trying to remember what grade I was in, but I was like in the 3rd grade. Me and my homeboy, me and my best friend, man, David, we was leaving school one day and we got hit by a car. We got hit by a car together, man. It was like the last day of school. Man, we was riding our bikes home. We both stayed right directly across the street from the school. So he stayed across the street from the school, the high school. The high school parking lot literally was right in front of his house. And on the other side of the school, the football field was right in front of my house. So we stayed on opposite sides of the school. And we would ride our bikes to school. Man, literally, we just had to walk across the street. So we would ride our bikes to school, and it was the last day of school. And we was talking about how, oh yeah, man, we had a party for the last day of school. He was in the 2nd grade, and I was in the 3rd grade. And man, we rode all the way around the school, like through this little pathway of where behind the football field, just riding our bikes. And it's a hill, man. So we'll catch some speed going down the hill, and bro, I'm in front of him, and I'm riding his brother bike. I'm riding Paul's bike. This is the crazy part about it. I'm not even riding my bike. I'm riding Paul's bike. And he riding his own bike. Man, we coming down that hill, balling. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, balling. Man, I look up and I see a car. Like, you can't see, you know what I'm saying, like to the left of you, you can't see it because the hill's right there. So as soon as you come off the hill, man, I see a car balling down the street. Oh, Lincoln. If I remember right, it's a Lincoln Continental. Man, I was like, David, stop. And as I'm saying stop, boom, I got hit. The man knocked me so far up in the sky, like up to the light pole, right? And boom, and I hit the concrete, you know what I'm saying, on the sidewalk or whatever, right there on Christine. I stayed on Christine and okay. And then David keep going. He was trying to put on his brakes, but he couldn't stop because he was going so fast. David right behind me, David got hit, boom. The car ran him over. It knocked me in the sky, and it ran him over. I think David was in shock, and David tried to get up, and he's like trying to run home, right? And they're like, you know, like the folk had to stop him and tackle him, but I'm out of commission. You know what I'm saying? They tried to stop him and tackle him or whatever, get him on the ground. Hey man, stop. And that was the last day of school, my 3rd grade year, his 2nd grade year. That me and bro Bun been real tight since then, before then actually. And man, I pretty much had to learn how to walk again and everything. You know what I'm saying? These scars, bust my forehead wide open, eyeball pretty much popped out of socket. The whole night, I was in bad shape, man. I remember that. And but sometimes I forget about that, right? Sometimes in life, man, I done forgot all about that. You know what I'm saying? That happened. And then when I think about, oh man, God could have, that could have been my expiration date right then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been long gone, long time ago. But and most people that know me don't even know that I got hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? That me and David got hit by a car. But I remember every time I would go home, you know what I'm saying? And I would go to church, David, Dad, Bishop Young, That guy's my heart too. You know what I'm saying? He like my daddy too. Like, he would always remind us. He was like, hey, y'all boys remember y'all got hit by that car? He be preaching a sermon, man, and he'd be talking about just like David and Matt when they got hit by that car. And I think about that, you know what I'm saying? My mom remind me of that sometimes. She was like, yeah, you know you blessed, you know you anointed, you know you got favor, because if it was gonna happen, like God kept you here to fulfill something. And, you know, sometimes I forget about that. So when you're going through something, you can look back at your life and you see where God done brought you through something. He done brought you up out of something. And for me, man, they give me a lot of strength, because I'm like, okay, he ain't lie. He said that you're gonna make it through this. I remember when I was going through rehab and I was walking, and I'm like, man, they had me walking down the halls of the hospital, and they're like, y'all, you gotta get, you know what I'm saying, your legs gotta get strong, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, man, I was getting ready for baseball season, right? I was playing baseball, and I was like, they were like, yeah, you gotta get yourself back together, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get strong, you gotta build your muscles, you gotta build your legs, because, you know, you playing ball. I was playing basketball, football, and baseball back then. And I just remember that. It's like sometimes we seem to forget who's in control, man. We seem to forget. All we gotta do is have the strength to keep going. All you gotta do is have the strength to keep on going, man. Keep on, man. Boss up, power through it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, apply pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you are gonna have some opposers out there. You're gonna have that, but it don't even matter what they say. Don't even matter what they say. When you stop, it's when they win. So keep that in mind while you're watching all this greatness, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe, how do you explain this? Where this come from? If you don't believe.